Alright, we're here right now with Delia, who is a bikini competitor, and she just got done with a photo shoot earlier today. And Delia, could you tell us a little bit about how you got started in bikini competitions?
Well, I first got started competing when I decided about a year and a half ago that I wanted to compete, and this was just because I wanted to give myself a goal and a deadline to do the competition, because I had previously told myself that I wanted to do it, but I never did. And so I finally just told myself that I was really gonna make it a point to do it and set that goal, and I decided I was going to do it in August of 2010, and so I started training 6 months prior to August, and I just continued dieting and training, and I didn't stop until the day of the competition, and that's how I started it. And now I just continued to compete ever since because I really liked it and because I just wanted to continue to stay in shape.
Right. Now, before you decided to compete, what was your conditioning like? Were you always athletic? Did you have problems with your weight? How did you feel about your body?
Well, I was athletic in the sense of that I played sports. When I was in middle school, I ran on the cross-country team, and then when I got to high school, I played water polo and I did swim. I was on the swim team. So I was athletic in the sense that I played sports and I was good at the sports that I played, but I wasn't necessarily fit and I wasn't necessarily lean. I was actually the opposite. I always struggled with my weight, and because of playing sports I was always hungry, and so I would always eat, and a lot of times I would overeat and I gained a lot of weight. So I think I had a lot of muscle built, but over the muscle I had a lot of fat, so I wasn't necessarily thin or, as you can say, fit or lean. I was just kind of athletic but kind of chubby, I guess.
And after you competed, did you feel more confident about your body and being able to, I guess, get yourself in shape?
Definitely. After I competed, and even training to compete, I noticed a big difference in my body, but I still felt like there was room for progress. I still feel like there's room for progress because I mean, I can say that I'm very confident with my body and I've come a long way, but I know that there's still a lot more progress that I can achieve. But yeah, I definitely can say that I've seen a big difference and improvement with my body. I feel like I still have maybe I can lean out more, but I have the muscle definition that I didn't have before and that I always wanted. I've always admired girls with muscle definition, and that's everything I've ever wanted since I was in high school, and now I see myself building that muscle definition, and I'm very happy. I'm kind of very proud of myself that I've been able to come that far, but I would still like to see more improvement with my body.
Now, you just got done doing a photo shoot. Say 5 years ago, would you have ever imagined that you would step on stage or do these type of photo shoots?
No way, no way. 5 years ago, I was probably in okay shape, and you know, I was definitely not someone that people would look and be like, oh, she has an ugly body, but people wouldn't also be like, oh, she has a really nice body. I was just kind of very average, and I would definitely would have never pictured myself competing or on stage in a bikini the way I do now, and it's actually very it's something that I guess I can say I'm very proud of and will continue to do.
Awesome. Now, I know the first time I competed I felt a little bit intimidated. Did you feel intimidated by, I guess, some of the veteran competitors, or maybe you've seen pictures of fitness models on the magazines? Did that intimidate you when you first started to compete?
Oh yeah, I've always felt intimidated. Still honestly can say I feel intimidated by a lot of competitors because even though you may think that I look like I have a nice body, sometimes you don't feel that way yourself, and I sometimes don't feel like that myself. If I look at my body, I guess sometimes I can say I have a nice body, but I still don't see what a lot of people see when they say that I have a really nice body. And so when I compete and I look at other competitors, I definitely get intimidated. I see them as having amazing bodies and amazing physiques, and I sometimes don't think that I look like that, and so I get really intimidated. But I still go up there on stage and compete just because I feel...
Don't worry about it. Probably like a squirrel in the tree. Go ahead.
I still just compete and go up there even if I'm intimidated because I'm doing it for myself. I feel that I've, worked out and trained and come a long way, and so I want to go up there and just do it for myself. It kind of gives me a goal and a purpose as to why go to the gym and work out a lot, and it just feels good.
So I think that's really important. A lot of people, I think, get a little bit too tied into the competitive aspect, and in reality, as long as you're bringing your personal best, it makes it worth it. What do you think are some of the biggest misconceptions women have in terms of getting in shape? Let's say like 3 tips that you would give women to get ready for a bikini shoot or just get a lean bikini body.
Definitely, I think a misconception is that a lot of women think that in order to lose weight, you have to not eat, and women think, oh, I'm not gonna eat this or that, and I'm not gonna eat today. I'm not gonna eat a lot because I want to fit into these jeans and so on and so on. But it's a misconception because the way you do lean out and lose weight and body fat is by eating, but just eating the right things. You have to eat the right things in order to lose the weight, and you have to eat at certain times. So for instance, try to eat like 6 to 7 meals a day instead of just 3 meals a day, and those 6 to 7 meals should be small portioned and the healthy whole foods that you should be eating.
Anything else?
Also, another misconception is that women think you should, in order to get a nice flat stomach or nice toned stomach, that you should do thousands and thousands of sit-ups every single day, and that's also not true. Just maybe working out your abs 2 or 3 times a week is good enough, but not doing sit-ups every single day. That's not going to get you a nice toned stomach. And then lastly, I would say also women think that running thousands and thousands of miles is going to get them to lose the body fat and lose the weight, but it's actually not true. Also, just doing enough cardio, interval training like the Stairmaster, going up where your heart rate goes up and down, or the treadmill, not the treadmill, the elliptical, that's also a good cardio workout.
Awesome. Now you train with me. This is Eric, her fiance, and do you think that like our workouts, for example, is probably a little bit, I think most women wouldn't really think that a workout that we do would give you a lean bikini body. Could you elaborate a little bit on, I guess, our training style and why you think it's helped you get ready for these photo shoots and competitions?
Yeah, our training, the way we train is basically weightlifting, and we do different body parts and muscle parts every single day, so we kind of split it up by upper body and lower body. For example, we do upper body Mondays and Tuesdays. We do shoulders, chest on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays we'll do abs, and then Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays we'll do legs, and Fridays we'll do arms. So we split it up that way, and then we also do cardio along with the weight training. But I think the training program has helped me because of the lifting weights. The only way that I've built my muscle is by lifting the weights. So especially working with Eric, it's helped me because it motivates me and pushes me to lift harder. If I wasn't training with a guy, I probably wouldn't be lifting as hard. I would probably be lifting maybe like 10, 15 pounds, and right now I lift anywhere from 15 to 40 pounds. So it's helped me, it's pushed me to lift harder. And lifting that much weight doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get big and buff. It just helps build the muscle, even if it's small muscle, but it still like defines my arms and legs.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, diet-wise, what type of tips would you give anyone looking to get in shape, maybe for the summer, and they want to clean up their diet? What are the 3 tips that you would give them to clean up their diet for the summer?
Number 1 is to eliminate any type of fast food and soda. So I think that would be the first step. If you're someone who doesn't eat at home all the time or cook your own food, and so you're kind of just on a regular day, going to buy food at a restaurant or something, I would say that would be the number 1 thing to first do, is to stop buying food out, to stop going out to get food. So fast food, or even just any type of food that you would go out and get at a restaurant. Then the second thing would be to start cooking your own food, but it has to be your natural whole foods like chicken, turkey, fish, and vegetables. And then just try to stick to eating that kind of stuff and doing it in small meals constantly throughout the day, like 5 to 7 meals a day.
Awesome.